This is Vegeta8259 once again, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 1:100 scale Gundam Astray Gold frame. Now this is the newer version that came out in 2009. Originally there was a special edition gold frame that was just a straight recolor of the red frame kit, and it was a special edition, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of nowadays. But this version is different because it comes with a couple extra accessories, so I decided to get it. And it was a bit cheaper than the special edition. So, actually I'm going to get his weapons off so we can go over articulation. And as you can see, the color scheme while I'm doing this is pretty much the same as the red frame, only all the red parts have been replaced with shiny gold plated parts. So that is a definite plus for this kit. Alright, first off, for colors, you've obviously got very nice gold plating. You've got white on quite a bit of lots of the kit. You've got a little bit of gray just on the mid-torso here, some black on the upper torso and the feet, and on the backpack there. Now, originally the red frame kit had clear parts for the eyes, but for some reason they didn't do that on this, which puzzles me, because the first special edition gold frame kit had those same clear parts for the eyes and the forehead camera, but on this kit those parts were gold plated, and they gave you stickers to put on the eyes and the forehead camera. But instead of doing that, I just whipped out my clear Tamiya paints and painted the eyes clear green, so that the clear green on top of that gold plating gave me a nice looking metallic green. And I did the same thing on the beard because it was gold as well, only with clear red, and again it gives a very nice looking metallic red. Other than that, the only sticker on him right now is this red sticker on the stomach. So for articulation, he's got a ball joint at the head and almost knocked the V-fin off, so it can go up and down, side to side, and it can rotate 360 degrees. I almost forgot, he does have one other sticker, the camera on the back of his head there. Anyway, the arms can go forward and back and up and down at the shoulders, and then the shoulder joints move out that far, and they can rotate 360, of course. There's rotation below the shoulder. The shoulder armor can swivel back and forth. He only has a single joint at the elbow, but it's a very nice joint because it can bend all the way up. So that's probably because of the lack of armor on this kit. Has about half as much armor as a normal mobile suit. He's got a joint here at the wrist, which lets his hand go up and down, and then the standard ball joint at the wrist so it can wiggle and rotate. And being a no grade, the hands are just one piece. Although I'm going to take this opportunity to point out probably the only bad thing about this kit. I think he came with 4 frames of gold plated parts, and only one of those frames was gold on both sides. The other 3 frames were gold on one side and silver on the other. So, but actually the only parts that show that are his hands. As you can see, the palm of his hand is silver, where the fingers are gold. And the only hand that escaped that fate was the hand that would be used to hold the Gerber straight. But the gold frame doesn't use the Gerber straight, so I mean, he comes with one, so you could pose him with it, but it's not really official. Anyway, he has 2 joints in his torso, one right here which kind of lets him wiggle back and forth and side to side a little bit. And then he's got a ball joint at the waist, which can rotate 360. And it doesn't wiggle nearly as much as this one in his mid-torso. The backpack has a little bit of articulation. It can pull out of this polycap, although mine's kind of tight, and it can come down and rest on his butt there. And apparently there's some sort of flying jetpack. It might be the AL pack that the Strike Gundam has, I'm not sure, but it's supposed to go on there on his back, but there hasn't been a kit released that bundles that pack together with the Astray. I think if it is the AL flight pack, you're probably going to have to commandeer it from the Strike Gundam. Anyway, the front skirts can move up and down and rotate a little bit, side to side. Same thing with the side skirts, up and down, rotation. The back skirts don't move, they're just stuck in place. The legs are on, actually they're not on ball joints like a lot of no-grade mobile suits are. They're actually on pegs, but they work about the same way. They can go forward and back and in and out a little bit, although I was kind of disappointed that that's about as far outward as they go. Anyway, the knees are double jointed and can bend quite a ways, almost a full 180. And the ankles are on ball joints, so they can go side to side, forward and back. And there's actually a joint inside the foot that lets the foot go really far forward, so you can probably pull off some nice kneeling poses or lunging poses with that. Anyway, on to his accessories. He's got the standard Astray beam rifle that you saw earlier. Pretty basic. The little handle right here moves back and forth, and he comes with a nice gun hand, which is gold on this side and silver on that side. Comes with a shield, which you also saw earlier, with the gold-plated parts on the outside here, white on the inside, with a connector that can connect onto his forearm with 2 different pegs for which you can attach the shield. And he comes with a handle that can hold in his hand for extra stability, with 2 different pegs that he can put it in for varying poses. Now, he also comes with the Gerber straight left over from the red frame kit. The whole thing's here, it's not missing any pieces, although the blade is white on this one. It's not chrome plated like it was on the red frame. So you get a nice white Gerber straight. He also comes with 2 nice clear pink beams for the beam sabers, which pull out of his backpack. So he has those. And on the special edition Astray that was released a couple of years ago, that would have been it, but this is the newer one. So he also comes with this enormous bazooka. It's my understanding that this bazooka was originally intended for the Dual Gundam, but before he got a hold of it, the gold frame Astray took off with it, so this belongs to him now. Now it has a handle that can rock back and forth, and put it in his hand. Maybe I'm just slipping in without having to take his hand apart. Nope. Anyway, there. Got it in. And that extra joint on the wrist and the movable handle on the bazooka are going to come in handy here, because it's kind of awkward to position, but fits over his shoulder nicely, and as you can see, is pretty heavy. But he can hold it, and it looks really, really nice. It's very menacing. As you can see, it's probably taller than he is. Oh, not quite as tall, but almost as tall as the mobile suit itself. Now also, in the manga, the gold frame very early on loses its right arm. And to replace it, this kit comes with a stub, I guess. Anyway, you just put this on there, and now you've got a little arm piece with just some mechanical detail on it, so you can display him without his right arm. I guess if you have the 1/100 scale Blitz Gundam, you could put his arm there on and just kind of have at it. Anyway, we're running out of time, so that about does it for this review, and I will see you guys next time.